For my first communion, many, many years ago, my parents gave me a child's Bible. And recently, cleaning out some things, I came across it. I still have it. And going through it, I noticed several of the pictures that were in there. And one picture is a depiction of Abraham raising his hand, holding a knife, but being held back from using it upon Isaac by an angel. Isaac is spared his sacrificial death. And the picture opposite on the following page was a picture of Christ hanging on the cross. And although I didn't understand it at the time, it struck me, looking at it again at this point in life, that the message there is very striking. God spared Abraham's beloved son Isaac, but God did not spare his most precious gift of all, his only son, Jesus Christ. Isaac was not sacrificed, but Jesus was. And this gives us, I think, a tremendous insight into the grace of our Christian faith. That as Christians we have a tremendous gift to give to those around us who live in hopelessness, that we can give them the gift of the courage of our faith, the gift of our hope, because we believe that God does in fact bring meaning out of what seems to have no meaning at all. That God brings order out of chaos, life out of death, and goodness even out of evil. And if we do not believe that, why then would we celebrate Easter? Why should we believe that every Good Friday is followed by an Easter Sunday? And it may seem at times, as we heard in Scripture, that God tests certain individuals. But I believe it is much more common that life tests us, that it is our own stubborn willfulness that tests us, that it is our own know-it-all attitudes that test us. Human sinfulness tests us, that God has no need to be the examiner. Rather than seeing what confronts us as tests from God, perhaps we should, I think, see them as opportunities to discover within ourselves what our faith really means to us, the depths of our faith, the depths of our love and courage, and hope perhaps that we ourselves didn't even know existed within us. God knows the depths of our heart by His own grace. Lent is a beautiful time I think in a very real way, a time of preparing ourselves to enter into the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a time to reflect on what our lives are all about and how we meet life's challenges. Lent is a time in which we are called by God to sacrifice our egos, our willfulness, our self-centeredness, our rebellious tendency, and choose to do things God's way, not our way. In so many ways, Lent is such a wonderful gift from the church, from God, who knows what we need and when we need it.